Hello. Okay, so this is a real quick video on how to create a note sheet using Google Slides. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to go to google.com, but like actually type in google.com. Like don't just type Google and have it take you to the search page. You want the actual Google landing page because on the Google landing page you have your dot dots over here. Some people call it the 9 square. It's like the little apps page, whatever is the dot dots. Okay, so we're going to click on the dot dots. And we're going to select slides. You could do this in Microsoft PowerPoint too. It would work. I'm doing it in slides because it's easy to share since since everything's virtual, or a lot of it's virtual right now anyway. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is create a blank one. So we're going to select blank. I already did that, so I'm going to go to my blank one. Okay, so when we get here, we see this long skinny. This is formatted so they'll fit screens, projectors, whatever. I'm going to get rid of the themes. I don't want that. It also had my lights went out. It also has, when I first clicked in, it had like the little title slide. I got rid of that. I just want a blank piece of paper. The next thing I want to do is I want to format this because I want to be able to print it out if I decide to. And this won't print well. So I'm going to go to File, I'm going to go to Page Setup, and I want to be able to print it on just a regular piece of printer paper. So right now it's set up for an aspect ratio of 16:9. We discussed this in our AQR class. 16:9 is a typical standard aspect ratio for devices, for phones, for TVs. We don't want that. We want to do custom. I want to do a regular copy paper, so that's 8.5 by 11. So 8.5, and over here it says inches. Height is going to be 11. I apply that, and notice now it looks like a piece of paper. So the next thing I want to do is I want to set it up. I want to make it look kind of pretty. I like colors on my things because colors help me remember better. So I want to make it pretty. I want to go to Insert. I'm going to put I like having a big title block up at the top. So I'm going to go Shape. And I'm going to put a title block. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to do it this way. Actually, let's not. Let's say I want to do it differently. I'm going to go Shape. And let's say I want, what do I want? Maybe this thing. This looks cool. What is that? Oh, fancy. I wonder if I could format this different colors. Let's see. No, that's lame. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm going to go back to shape. I'm just going to pick a shape. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Okay, so then what I want is I want this one to be a different color. So I'm going to go right here. Our school colors are maroon and gold, so I usually do a lot of stuff with that. I want this to line up with the edge of my paper. Okay, so let's see, what can I want this background, I want to change that. I'm going to make this gold. I'm not liking this part right here, but okay, I'm just going to leave it for now. So next I want to put like this is so ugly. Okay. I'm going to put dark gray. If I were going to print this, I would probably do this differently. I would make these kind of light colors to show up better and you won't have to use as much ink. But this is just a how-to. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put my block back up there. I'm going to make that gold. So now, and I can move this up to the top. You can move it around. Now I need a title, so I'm going to make mine say notes or note sheet. Review notes. You can do that two ways. So you can either insert a text box and draw it right there and then, type out. But I like this word art thing. This is kind of fun. So I'm going to put review notes. And usually I would put like the topic. So maybe I'll put note sheets. Okay, so when I do that, it makes it like this. But I don't want it Arial. Arial is boring, so I want to make it a cool font. So I'm going to change it. Rock salt's kind of cool. Lobster's kind of neat. Note sheets. Okay, and then I can change this. I can make it bigger. I can make it at an angle if I want to. So if I wanted to be like that, I can change the background. I'm going to change this to our school color, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so I have my title. So the next thing you want to do, you want to make sure that you have several sections on this. One section you're going to want, I'm going to put some boxes in. One section you're going to want is basically you want like what it is, why we care, and then what we did, like how. So I'm going to draw something here. I'm going to put why. So I'm going to put a little text box in here. I'm going to type, or maybe I'll do word art. Insert word art. Why? Why, God, why? Okay, that turns it into Arial again. I'm going to make that this. And I'm going to make it a different color. I want to make it that. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And that's going to be the heading for this one. Why? And then I'm going to make another box. And I'm just going to copy. So I put Control C, Control V. I'm going to move this around. I'm going to put this. I want the specifics on how we did it. So, and then, so I have a why, I have a how, and I have a what. Yes. So why we want the note sheets. So I'm going to put that in there. For review. Oh, let's put bullets. And also, again, I don't like Arial. I like Comic Sans a lot just because it's different. Okay, so review. To study. To keep everything in one place. So that might be some of my whys. Maybe I don't have that many whys and I don't need it that big. I can do like that. And then what? Like what? I'm going to do another box. So I'm going to Control C and then Control V. I'm going to put this one, I'm going to make a what. So I'm going to go word art. What? And I'm going to, again, change the font because I don't like that. And I'm going to change the color. And it can spill. It doesn't have to be like, it could be inside your box. It doesn't have to. It can, this is totally up to you. You can add pictures. You can add clip arts. And then let me go ahead and put my other word art. It says how up here. So if you were reviewing like Pythagorean theorem, you could say, okay, well, why? Because it helps us find all three sides of a triangle, because we can apply it to real world things to find things that we actually want to know. What is it? Well, the formula is blah, and then how, you could say how you apply it. You can do all kind of stuff with this. Let's see, I'm going to do this one in lobster. How? So we would put all that in. You can add pretty pictures. You can add links. So like, let's say I want to add, well, just for fun, the National Hurricane Center, because we were using that not too long ago. This would be like, say you wanted resources, basically. So this would be my resource section. I would make this smaller and a different color. I'm going to put this down here. And then, so say I wanted something like the National Hurricane Center, I could add a text box, or I could do the word art, and I could say Hurricane Center. Okay, so that, I'm going to make Comic Sans. I'm going to make it, I like changing colors. I don't want everything black and white. I want colors. Okay, so this one, for this one, I might make it bigger since I'm making this a link. So if I want to insert a link to this, all I do is I highlight it. So if you open it up, if you click 3 times, it highlights this whole section of text. And then you can go up to this link button, insert link. And I'm going to go www.nhc.noaa.gov. That's the Hurricane Center website. And when I hit enter, that turns this thing into a link. And I can leave it that color, or if I want to, I can change the color of the link too. It doesn't matter. And I could put it in a box to make it more visible. Again, totally up to you. So this is basically what you do with a note sheet. You can insert pictures. So say you wanted to insert a picture, but you don't have one and you want to find something. So say I want to put a paw print on there since we're the Bulldogs. I will go paw print. Clip art's probably good, but it doesn't really matter. I'll just put paw print. And what is this? I'll put that in because it's kind of our school colors, kind of. Not really, but okay. Insert. And it puts it all big, so I want to make it smaller. I'm gonna move this text box up a little because I want to put it down there. I'm gonna put this down here. You can put things in the middle. You could do whatever. It's your note sheet, but this is a basic how to set it up in Google. It automatically saves, so you have it. It's no big deal. So then when you want to use it, you can just use it. And if you want to, what I would suggest is if you're making notes for a unit, I would just, when you're ready to move on to the next topic, you would just add and go down to blank. And then you're ready to start on your next one. Now you can copy this and then just change the wording. That's totally up to you. Or you can make each one new. But that's basically how to make a note sheet.